Alrighty, welcome to Night News. Our top story, Dave Meltzer, ladies and gentlemen, has commented on the AEW releases that are taking place there with Lio Rush. He said Lio didn't seem happy to be there. I don't blame him. I mean, it could have been a disciplinary reason. So, Lio Rush, he was defending Big Swole against Tony Khan. There was talks of racism against Khan or whatever. Lio Rush gets released, folks. I mean, disciplinary reasons for sticking up for what he believes in, folks. This is a developing story. I mean, let me take some notes about this there. Peter Avalon, apparently he's not getting renewed or whatever. Again, Peter, I mean, Khan mistreated this guy. Should have been a world champ there. Should have been a contender. I mean, Tony Khan, he's cruel. I mean, he says, Meltzer, he doesn't know the situation with Joey Janela. Apparently, Janela was arguing online with somebody called Saint Laurent or something who works for MLW. Janela was saying that they had shitty contracts over there or something. And this Saint Laurent guy was saying that Janela apparently wants to go work for WWE or something. And Meltzer brought this up. I don't know if it's true that Janela wants to go there. If so, good luck with that or whatever. There, maybe he's there to shine people's shoes or something. I don't know. Maybe they need people to sell hot dog in the arena or something. But Meltzer says he doesn't know his situation, if he's getting released or getting cut or whatever there, if he's keeping his job. And with Brian Cage, his wife had complained that he wasn't being used and stuff like this, wasn't booked properly. And Meltzer said that there was things that happened afterwards about this stuff. Him not getting used and I guess the complaints from his wife or something. And Meltzer says there was a stalemate between both sides, Brian Cage and AEW, I guess. A stalemate or whatever. Maybe a big backstage argument, folks. Maybe Brian Cage wanted to beat up Tony Khan there. He wanted to go into his office, but he couldn't fit in the door frame because he's too large or whatever. Come here, Tony! And he's stuck in the door. He tried to walk in sideways, but he still couldn't fit, folks. Too much muscle mass or whatever. Tony Khan, get out of here before I kick your ass, you big goof. But I feel bad for Brian Cage. You know, he looked good when he got there, but then they buried him kind of deal, you know. We need to get this guy on NXT or whatever. It's time to start tweeting the Road Dogg. It's time to start tweeting William Regal or what. Ah, fuck, it's true they got released. Well, you're on your own there, Brian, I guess. Good luck there. PW Insider is reporting that Braun Breaker and Gunther, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be at the Rumble pay-per-view. Is that true? I'm not sure. Maybe What Culture are going to report that the German gimmick is coming at the pay-per-view or something. We'll see what happens, folks. Developing story, I mean. Summer Rae, she appeared or they talked about her on WWE. She was in the crowd or something there. And they referred to her as a legend. And fans were complaining about this, and she responded to the fan criticism there. She said, "I'm seeing so many complaints that WWE called me a legend tonight. I don't make the rules, y'all. They said what they said. I agree with her that it's not her fault there, but I also agree with the haters or whatever that she ain't no legend, you know what I mean? Like, enough is enough. They throw the term legend way too fucking loosely these days there. There's a limit, for fuck's sake. Apparently Paige wants to come back as a GM. Been there, done that, or whatever. It might be fun for her and her fans there, but been there, done that, in my opinion, folks. Bryan Danielson, apparently he did an interview about his big dream opponents in AEW. Cool matches. To face CM Punk, it would be very cool. He says he wants to face Moxley. In the AEW scenario, they're more free or whatever there. They can be unleashed or something, is what he said there. And it would be very cool to fight Moxley, and it would be very cool to fight Sting. Here's the deal, it's obvious he's gonna fight these people there because it's the only people on the show, you know what I mean? There's him, there's Punk, there's Moxley and Sting. And the 60-year-old Jericho or whatever. It's obvious he's gonna face them, you know? Oh, it would be so cool if I could face Moxley. I mean, it's not that cool, to be honest. And it's obvious the matches are gonna happen there, but... And according to Bruce Pritchard, he says that McMahon is not retiring or stepping down or anything like this. He says, I can't imagine him not doing it, and I'm sure that he'll continue to do it probably for the next 25 to 30 years. He's making more money than he's ever made, you know what I mean? The ratings aren't as high, but the money is the most that he's ever made, so why would he stop, you know what I mean? And McMahon, he's going to outlive them all, son. He's going to be alive, making money way after AEW is dead. You know what I mean? AEW will be dead way before McMahon dies. I mean, that's, one last fight for McMahon. Take over this circus organization there. For now, we can use them as a developmental, bring in a few people, maybe like a Brian Cage for NXT 2.0, you know what I mean? Grab a couple of people, and make them stars where it matters, you know what I mean? And eventually you could buy the company and sell it to TNA or something for peanuts, folks, but... That's the news for today, ladies and gentlemen. Their big week of wrestling coming up. The Royal Rumble next Saturday there. Stay tuned for more news. Until next time, peace. Ha!